Today, this matter was on calendar here in the Eastern District for entry of plea by Irma and Jake. They entered guilty pleas to 2 felony counts, 1 count of wire fraud and another count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. So the 2 counts to which they pled carry a maximum sentence of up to 20 years. The plea agreement does set forth, though, that Jake and Irma and their lawyers had been negotiating for a sentence with the U.S. Attorney's Office, but it's going to be up to the district judge ultimately on their fate and how much time they really get. The plea here today isn't going to result in the employees getting anything. So we heard about a restitution amount of potentially $150 million. Those losses, $115 million, they're talking about the money that investors lost. They aren't talking about the 401k payments that weren't made. They aren't talking about bounce paychecks. They're not talking about late fees from banks. They're talking about someone else's losses. So it's unfortunate that this won't trickle down to benefit the employees, but that's why we're still moving forward with that fight, and I'm optimistic that we'll have some pretty big news about that in the near future. For my clients, although they were trampled by their financial losses, although their lives were made into a mess and had checks bounced and had 3-day notices served by landlords, none of them are getting any joy out of seeing this. They're all still hurt. Many of them are still in disbelief that all of this has happened. They're looking forward to closure. It is nice to see this advance and get one step closer to done and out of people's lives. But we're continuing the fight in the class action to get them their relief, and that's been a long road as well.